Welcome to economics class. Today we will discuss about the next topic. This is theory of supply part 2. Today we will discuss about the change in quantity supplied and change in supply. Dear students, this is the same topic as we have studied in theory of demand, that was change in quantity demanded and change in demand. Let's start the topic. Change in quantity supplied occurs due to change in price of the commodity. If there is increase in price of the commodity and supply of the commodity also increases, it is known as expansion of supply. On the other hand, if price of the commodity decreases and as a result supply of the commodity also decreases, this situation is known as contraction of demand. So dear students, keep in your mind that change in quantity supplied occurs due to change in price of the commodity itself. So it has two aspects. One is the expansion of supply and second is the contraction of supply. As it is clear in the table that when price of the ice cream increases from rupee 1 to rupee 5, quantity supplied increases from 1 unit to 5 units. This is the cause rise in price and the description is extension of supply. Similarly, if price of ice cream decreases from rupees 5 to rupee 1, its quantity supplied falls from 5 units to 1 unit. So, what is the cause? This is fall in price. And what is the description? This is contraction of supply. One more thing you must keep in your mind, that in case of expansion or contraction, there is no shifting of supply curve. Actually, the movement is along the same supply curve. We will discuss this topic in the next portion. So this is expansion of supply. Expansion of supply means, as it is clear, when price of ice cream increases from 1 unit to 5 units, supply also increases from 1 unit to 5 units. So this is the movement along the same supply curve. What kind of movement is there? This is upward movement along the same supply curve. So keep in your mind, in case of expansion of supply, there is upward movement along the same supply curve. Got it, beta? Now, this is contraction of supply. Contraction of supply means when price of the commodity falls from rupees 5 units to 1 unit, its supply also decreases. Means there is movement along the same supply curve. What kind of movement? This is backward or downward movement along the same supply curve. इसको हम leftward movement भी बोल सकते हैं, backward movement भी बोल सकते हैं, डाउनवर्ड मूवमेंट अलॉन्ग द सेम सप्लाई कर्व भी बोल सकते हैं. और जो हमने अभी एक्सपेंशन का केस किया था उसको हम कहेंगे राइटवर्ड मूवमेंट, अपवर्ड मूवमेंट और पॉजिटिव मूवमेंट along the same supply curve. Got the point? So what we conclude that in case of change in quantity supplied, there will be movement along the same supply curve. Got it? And what is the basic reason? The basic reason is change in supply, change in price of the commodity. Now the second concept, this is change in supply. Change in supply occurs due to change in other factors than price of the commodity. In this situation, price of the commodity is assumed to be constant and supply of the commodity changes because of the other factors like price of related goods or change in technology or change in price of factors of production or the raw material or the inputs, etc. So here price of the commodity is assumed to be constant. Now look at the table. It is clear from the table that price of ice cream remains constant at rupees 10, but its quantity supplied has increased from 20 units to 30 units. It may be because of many reasons, that is advancement in technology, fall in price of factors of production, then fall in or change in the goal of firm from profit maximization to sale maximization or change in price of the related commodities. Exactly in the second portion, price of the commodity remains same but quantity supplied has decreased. So change in supply has two aspects. One is the increase in supply and second is the decrease in supply. In case of increase in supply or decrease in supply, there is shifting of supply curve. Now look at the diagram. This is increase in supply because we want to show that price of the commodity remains constant. Let it be at 15. When price of the commodity is 15, then supply of the commodity, let it be this one, let it be 21. due to other factors. Even at the same price level, supply has increased to 28 units. This is rightward shift. Clear beta? So SS shifts to S1 S1. So keep in your mind, in case of increase in supply, there is a forward shifting of supply curve. हम इसको rightward shifting भी बोल सकते हैं, forward shifting भी बोल सकते हैं. In case of decrease in supply, there is a backward movement or backward shifting of supply curve. जैसे अब हम यहाँ फिर डिस्कस करें, price is 15 and quantity supplied, let it earlier it is 28. Now price remains constant but supply has reduced to 22. This is backward shifting. So what is important to note that in case of change in supply, the supply curve will shift either upward or downward. Now will shift forward or upward, forward when there is increase in supply, will shift backward when there is decrease in supply. Clear beta? Now we will discuss about the causes of increase and decrease in supply. As we have already discussed, first is improvement in technique of production. Because of improvement in technique of production, there will be reduction in cost of production and the firm or the producer will be able to produce more units of the commodity. Hence, he will be ready to offer more for sale. So what we conclude, whenever there is improvement in technology, there will be increase in supply of the commodity. Second, fall in price of related goods. As we have already discussed, there are two types of related goods. One is the substitute good and second is the complementary good. Let's discuss about substitute goods. One is tea and second is coffee. Clear? Second is coffee. Now, if price of tea increases, the producer, if price of tea increases, the seller will offer more of tea for sale and less of coffee for sale. So whenever there is increase in price of substitute good, the supply of related good decreases. This is the case of decrease in supply. अगर हम इसको opposite लें, if price of coffee decreases, price of tea decreases, quantity supplied of tea also decreases and quantity supply of coffee increases. So it is a case of increase in supply. हम क्या कहेंगे? Increase in supply occurs when the price of its substitute good decreases. The opposite will happen when we will discuss about the complementary goods. Complementary goods are those goods that are jointly required for the satisfaction of a particular want, like ink and ink pen. If price of ink increases, supply of ink increases. As a result, supply of ink pen will also increase. So the second reason is when price of complementary good increases. So जो आपका second point है fall in price of related goods, इसको हम थोड़ा सा modify करेंगे. हम क्या कहेंगे? Fall in price of substitute goods. और एक और point हम बनाएंगे rise in price of complementary goods. It's better to explain the concept of related goods with the help of examples. Next, fall in the cost of production, as we have already discussed this point. Then fall in taxes. Keep in your mind, increased tax rates will lead to increase in cost of production. And whenever there is increase in cost of production, there will be reduction in supply. So what we have to keep in your mind, that when there is increase in taxation, this is excise tax. We are discussing here about the excise taxes. Whenever there is increase in taxes, there will be increase in cost and reduction in supply. So because we want to discuss here the case of increase, that's why there is reduction in excise tax or reduction in indirect taxes, reduction in production taxes, because indirect taxes are the taxes which are imposed on production. जो भी taxes production पर लगते हैं उन्हीं का ही cost पर effect आता है. Clear? So let me recall all these points. I will discuss about the causes of increase in supply. The very first, improvement in technique of production. Second, this is fall in price of substitute goods. Then rise in price of complementary goods, then fall in cost of production, then fall in excise taxes. The opposite causes are responsible for decrease in supply. So with this, the topic is over. In the next video, we will discuss about the elasticity of supply. Very easy, very important topic also. So dear students, you are advised to listen the video carefully and go through the book properly. After the completion of this chapter, I will send you the assignments. So stay home, stay safe, do your work properly. Goodbye, dear students.